Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. We are going to do card number 2 in the week of Translucent Florals. And I'm just using the stamps today. I'm using one of the Stylish Shapes dies to create the greeting. And I've just used my paper trimmer to do some scoring around the edge. And the scoring is at 1/4 inch and then 3/8 of an inch. Let's go ahead and get started. The one I'm going to do in the video today, I'm going to put a soft seafoam mat on. The colors are soft seafoam and Highland Heather. So I've got this, and I'm just going to pop that there. It's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 because I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white. I've got some white ribbon trim and the greeting stamped in soft seafoam. And I've done the card as a side opening landscape. So it's taking the paper and cutting it at 4 1/4 and then scoring it at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to pop these all off to the side for now because we're going to go ahead and stamp our card. So Highland Heather, I'm taking the more detailed flower and I'm going to stamp in the middle towards the top. And then I'm going to stamp at the bottom, or in the middle towards the bottom, like that. Then I'm going to take my soft seafoam and I'm going to stamp some leaves, or little stems. I'm going to pop one in here like this, and then like this, and then come down like this, and like this. So there we go. That's that done. So we can close all this up, put it off to the side. And what I am going to do, I didn't do one here. I found it just a little bit plain. So I'm just going to turn that over for a minute. I'm going to take my blends and I'm just going to bump it against my bone folder to get some spray, just some splatter pattern on my card front. There we go. It's just a little bit of splatter. It's not a lot of splatter. Some of these splatter more than others. But there's just a hint of color there. Now I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And let's just see how far up I can get it here. So I'm going to pull this in and I'm going to go to 1/4, but I'm going to flip it over because I want the bumps to be up. So I'm going to pull this in at 1/4 inch. So I'm just on that 1/4 inch line and I'm going to score it. And then I'm going to pop it over to the 3/8 line and I'm going to score it again. And so you start to get the score lines going. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, 1/4 inch, then 3/8. And then each at the top and bottom. Again, it's 1/4 inch. And then 3/8 of an inch. Okay, one more turn, and there we go. All right, so what I found with this one is using an embossing folder on it really kind of obliterated all the flowers. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of adhesive in the middle because I want to hold the ribbon down in the middle because I don't want the birthday greeting to make the ribbon move. So I'm just going to anchor it down in the middle. And one of the reasons that I did the flowers so far apart was so that when I put the greeting down, it doesn't cover up half the flowers. You still see a lot of the flower. So I'm just going to put some adhesive like that, and then just making sure I'm straight when I tuck those ends over like that. And here we go. And I think that's just a little bit tight. So we'll just let it relax and just like that. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take my soft seafoam mat and I'm just going to run some adhesive on each edge, and then I'm going to pop it down. And you can tell me in the comments whether you prefer it with the soft seafoam or prefer it without. So this is a really narrow border on this one, so we're just going to really carefully put it down. And again, it's going to be a super narrow border on this one as well. So we're just going to line this up, equal distance top and bottom and side, and that way when we drop it down, it will be the same. And then we're going to take our happy birthday and we're going to put some dimensionals on it. And I'm going to put them pretty close to the edge, just inside that kind of stitch line or perforated line, because I want it to kind of sit on either side of the ribbon. Even though I've glued the ribbon down, I still don't want it to shift. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to pop this down like that. And we're relatively straight. And then I'm going to come in with some of the tinsel gems. This is the 3-pack. And I'm just going to pop one in here like this, and one over here like this, and one on each edge of the greeting, like, oops, we'll flip it over so it'll stick down. And that's just not quite in the right place. I'm just going to shift it. There we go. Okay, so that is our finished card, the second one in our series this week. And you can tell me if you like it with the soft seafoam, just tiny, tiny border, or if you like it plain, and if you like it with the scatter dots on it, or if you prefer that plain as well. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.